Hello friends, Tanya here with another video for the 13 days of Craft-O-Ween, and today is day 5. Who is loving the beautiful graphics on these folders each day? Oh, here is today's die. It is a really cute and spooky spider. I have 3 layers here to construct his body. The farthest back layer is a solid oval, and I have cut that from white. That's going to be the highlights of his eye. I imagine you could reverse those if you'd want. The next layer is so you're going to adhere layer 1 to layer 2, which creates the eyes, and then layer 3 is the body. It would be cool if you had a flocked or fuzzy portion. And then the legs actually are just 2 die cuts with the clever excuse me, piece that is able to just hold all of those legs together, and a great way for you to add glue and adhere them to the back of your spider. Now you got to be a little careful because those legs are pretty thin, but oh my gosh, he's so cute. He also gets a top hat. There is something about a cute little top hat to make anything spooky awfully adorable. So we'll just adhere that to the top of our cute little spider's head. And I'm just using the end of my pickup tool to get any fuzzy hairs off. Now I'm looking at my finished product, and somehow we got some orange schmutz on his hat. Oh well. Next, I'm going to take some lavender color wheel cardstock and the ribbon box that came out last year. This is a great treat box size. I die cut that twice from that die. And we're also going to use the spider web backgrounds better press plate, but we're going to glimmer with it. And I have some speckled prism. That's what it's called. Foil. I'm going to carefully lay that die cut piece on the heated up plate and foil, run that through the die cut machine, and I get this beautifully foiled card stock to go on our box. We're also going to use some dies from the Halloween TikTok die set. I'm going to use the die that cuts out this dangling little spider, which would be a pendulum on the cuckoo clock. But we're going to use that on the card without it being, it's like he's dropping down his spider web. Now it's time to assemble this box. I'm just going to crease all of our lines here, and the color wheel cardstock, oh my gosh, it is so luscious. This makes a lovely sturdy box, and it folds and creases so beautifully. I don't even have to use my bone folder to get nice crisp fold lines. It is, oh, I cannot tell you how excited I am about this paper. It is so pretty. All right, so we're going to adhere the little flap to the next piece, and then once that's adhered, we're going to add glue to the small side flap and fold it all the way closed. And that is the best way to assemble this box. It's really simple. It does not require a lot of adhesive, and I prefer liquid glue because it just tends to hold longer. Now I prefer to decorate my box before I finish assembling it. So I'm going to take our little dangling spider and add him to one side of the box. And I'm kind of test fitting it with our larger spider. Now that I have that placed, I'll add some glue just to the body of the spider because the top hat is going to extend above the fold, the angled fold on that card. Now it's time to add a little bit more. What am I adding? Oh, I thought about creating this box with the cuckoo clock base so it looks like a house, and I'm just going to show you how I assembled that pretty quickly. You could absolutely add the house piece to the box and then add the spider to that so it looks like it's his house, even though we all know it's a spider web that is a spider's home. I just thought it was really awesome to discover that this house fits on the ribbon box when it's assembled. It's just perfect. So you could make a little village of house boxes with different themes. And I'll be using that idea in the future. It's really easy to assemble this cuckoo clock base that can be the cuckoo clock or a house. It could be even a birdhouse. You just add the detailed element to the solid base, and those are two different dies. One is not a drop-in die, but they are very well designed. So I adhered the detail piece. Now I have the roof piece. I'm going to add a little bit of glue to that, and this is it lavender and lilac? I think those are the colors, the color wheel cardstock colors that I chose to die cut this house from. There's also a piece that goes across the bottom. Now this is like the platform that the cuckoo clock has the dangling pieces from, but it can just be like the baseboard of your house. For this one, I'm going to trim off the extra length that works for the cuckoo clock, but it doesn't work as a house. And you can see that this fits perfectly on any of the sides because they're all evenly width. They're all the same width. I did choose not to use that on this particular project. I just thought it would be fun to see that. Next, I'm going to take the sentiment Creepin' It Real this Halloween, and I'm stamping that with VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink on a scrap of heavyweight white cardstock. I'm going to heat emboss that with some clear embossing powder because I really think that brings the quality of your sentiment up a notch when on your finished project. So I dipped it in some clear embossing powder, and I'm just heat setting that with my heat tool just until it's raised and smooth and shiny. Next, I'm going to take my scissors here, and I'm going to do something I don't like to do a lot of. That is fussy cutting. There are not coordinating dies for these sentiments, and I like the look of a coordinating bubble cut die. And now is a good time to practice getting that look without a die. It's not very difficult with this, and it helps that this is kind of it isn't a real blocky sentiment. It really is uneven, and it's easy to just cut around it in an uneven fashion. I'm going to add a little bit of extra cardstock behind our sentiment to add a little extra depth and dimension here and a little extra sturdiness because we're going to adhere this to the side of our box. Now that I have all of those layers attached, I'm going to adhere that right below our large spider and above our small spider. That does help with the rule of 3 and really helps to complete and balance that area of our box. Now to assemble this, I'm adding glue to the bottom flaps, closing that up, and I am using the grid lines on my work surface to help me make sure that this box is nice and square. I'm using my bone folder to help add some pressure to those tabs on the inside. And to close our box, you can wrap the ribbon all the way around, under the box and back down. Or back up, sorry. But you can just add it to the top of the box also. You do not have to wrap it all the way around the box. This is a easy way to do a fun closure here. I'm going to add just a knot at the top of the box through the slots that are created in the die. This is a perfect, I love this box die set. It is well designed, it's a great size, and it helps with closure. That has always been an issue for me in the past. And look at how this house die lines up with the shape of the box. It's like the top of the box is the perfect shape and size to frame the roof of that house. Here's the finished project. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun playing with this. This 13 days of Craft-O-Ween box is so much fun. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, now's a great time. If you're interested in any of the products that I used today, check that description box below and come back tomorrow for another video. Make sure to leave me a comment. I love to hear what you have to say. Until next time, bye-bye.